It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Bears, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Fields now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I bet they thought they would pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a... And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jennings being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jennings. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 or 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Play action. It's Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 31. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Fields now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jennings. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, Jennings. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jennings. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jennings. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw on 2nd down. Jennings. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jennings. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We kick off our tour with a good one in the NFC. Carolina heading to Lambeau to take on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Christian Kirk up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Jennings. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields going to keep it running right. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Fields on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3rd and 2, Fields. That's complete to Meredith. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and goal. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Lions now.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, Jennings. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st down, Jennings. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Jennings.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Swift going to try up the middle. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Jennings.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
The last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jennings. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Zone touchdown, Detroit. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
55 rushing yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player. I hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a funny play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talked with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing again. Jennings. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On 3rd and 2, Jennings. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 65 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Fields completes this one to Meredith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A read option. Here's Montgomery. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Jennings. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jennings. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, it's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 89. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's a gain of 6.
Fields throwing again.
And that will be incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Once again, it's Swift.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Detroit, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Dollar. Hey. DJ. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it.